Morning students, today we are going to see the multiplication of complex number z by I. Okay, so we are going to multiply the complex number z by I. So z is equal to x plus iy, then iz is equal to I into x plus iy. So when you multiply by I into x is ix, I into iy, I into I is I squared value is minus 1 into y is minus y. You see the diagram. So x-axis is taken as real axis and y-axis is taken as imaginary axis. I have marked z here. So using position vector, I have marked the complex number z. Okay, here I is what it is, minus y plus ix. So real axis la minus y unit I have taken, imaginary axis la x unit. So iz complex number is marked as a position vector using green color. Okay, so here what happened now, this z when you multiply by I, it takes a 90-degree rotation in the counterclockwise direction and you are getting iz here. So it is an important result. What it is? Multiplication of a complex number z by I gives a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation about the origin. Okay, wow. So we'll see the problem regarding this. So exercise 2.2. Second problem, given the complex number z is equal to 2 plus 3i, represent the complex number in the organ diagram. So what is the question is given for subdivision z, iz and z plus iz. We are going to represent these complex number in the organ diagram. Okay, so we'll see the solution. I have taken so here it is given z is equal to 2 plus 3i. So z is equal to 2 plus 3i. So what is the next complex number? Iz. So iz means you have to multiply I. Okay, so I into 2 is 2i. I into I squared minus 1. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. Okay, so what is the next complex number is asked? Z plus iz. So z plus iz. Z is 2 plus 3i. And iz is minus 3 plus 2i. Okay, how to add the two complex number? You have to add the real parts. Upper 2 minus 3 plus I into imaginary part has to be added. So 3 plus 2. So 2 minus 3 is minus 1 and 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5i. Okay, I have found z, iz and z plus iz. So what is asked? Represent the complex number in the organ diagram. So I am going to mark it in the organ diagram. Look at this. Real axis, x-axis is taken as real axis and y-axis is taken as imaginary axis. Look at the first complex number 2 plus 3i. Okay, it is equivalent to the point 2 comma 3. So real axis la I have taken 2 units and the imaginary axis la I have taken 3 units. So the complex number z is represented by this point 2 comma 3. In the same way, what is iz? Minus 3 plus 2i. Okay, so which is equivalent to minus 3 comma 2. So real axis minus 3 units and the imaginary axis 2 units. So this is the iz complex number. Okay, see what is z plus iz? Minus 1 plus 5i. So minus 1 plus 5i is equivalent to minus 1 comma 5. Okay, so x real axis minus 1 I have taken, imaginary axis is 5 units. So z plus iz represent here. Okay, so you join the 3 points. What you are getting? You got a right angle triangle. So the complex number is iz and z plus iz, they form a right angle triangle. Okay, see the second subdivision. So we have to represent these 3 complex number in the organ plane for the same z. So z is equal to 2 plus 3i. Here what is asked? Minus iz. So this z has to be multiplied with minus I. So minus I into 2 is minus 2i. Okay, so look at this. I into I வந்து I squared. I squared value is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus is plus. Plus into 3 is 3. Okay, got it? So minus IZ. Next, what you have to do? You have to find Z minus IZ. Z is here and minus IZ is here. So you have to add both. So you have to add the real parts. So 2 plus 3. Next, imaginary parts plus I into imaginary parts has to be added. So 3 here and here minus 2. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 into I is I. So I have written the 3 complex number. We are going to represent in the organ diagram. Okay, look at this. So you see that this complex number is equivalent to the point 2, 3. So look at this. Real axis 2 units and imaginary axis 3 units. So I have represented Z here. Next one minus IZ. That is 3, minus 2. Real axis 3 units. Imaginary axis minus 2. So minus IZ is here. And Z minus IZ. What is 5 plus I? This is equivalent to 5, 1. So real axis 5 units and the imaginary axis 1 unit. So this point represent the complex number Z minus IZ. So all the 3 is joined. So they form a right angle triangle. Okay, wow. So next topic is equality of complex numbers. You see the definition. 2 complex numbers I am going to take, Z1 and Z2, when they are said to be equal. So if real part of Z1 is equal to real part of Z2 and imaginary part of Z1 is equal to imaginary part of Z2, then only we can say the 2 complex numbers are equal. Okay, what is the real part of Z1? So the real part of Z1 is x1. What is the real part of Z2? It is x2. So x1 is equal to x2. In the same way, imaginary parts of both the complex number are same. So here it is y1 is the imaginary part of Z1. Here y2 is the imaginary part of Z2. So y1 is equal to y2. So the 2 complex numbers are said to be equal if and only if the real part of Z1 is equal to real part of Z2 and imaginary part of Z1 is equal to imaginary part of Z2. You see the problems regarding this. So exercise 2.2 la third problem. Find the values of the real numbers x and y if the complex numbers, both 2 complex numbers are given and they are equal. So 2 complex numbers are equal. You have to find the values of x and y. So the 2 complex number are equal. So the first complex number I have written in the left side. The second number I have written in the right side. What they have said, they are equal. So I just arranged. Okay. So what I have to do? 3 into x. So 3x. Minus I into x is minus ix, and the minus has to be applied in minus 2 into y minus 2y, minus into minus plus iy plus 2y plus 5. In the same way, the y has to be multiplied and you got this answer. Okay, but what you have to do when the complex number are equal, real parts and the imaginary parts has to be equalized. Okay, so I have to find the real part of the left side complex number. So real part means you have to collect the terms which does not have I. Look at this here, 3x, the next one minus 2y and the next is 5. So I collected the real part of this complex number. Next, imaginary parts. The terms having I have to collect it. So for that plus I have written out, open the bracket, and here it is minus x, here y, here you are having 2. So I have written plus I into minus x plus y plus 2. In the same way, right hand side.
Start.
Okay, here you see the real part. Collect the real part, 2x minus y plus 3. So next imaginary part, plus I into 2y plus 2. Okay, so see that So equating real and imaginary parts on the both the sides, because the two complex number are equal. So what is the real part here? 3x minus 2y plus 5. Here the right side, the real part is here 2x minus y plus 3. Okay, in the same way equate the imaginary part. What is the imaginary part here? Minus x plus y plus 2. Here the imaginary part is 2y plus 2. Next you have to arrange. So 3x, bring this 2x to the next side, minus 2x, minus 2y is in the left side, bring this minus y to the right side as plus y. Here this plus 5, when you take it to the right side, minus 5. In the same way you have to arrange this also. Okay ma? So when you simplify, 3x minus 2x is x, minus 2y plus y is minus y, 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. So here you are having minus x, y minus 2y is minus y. So when you have to equate, you have to solve these two equations. Okay, look at this. So first and the second equation is considered. So when you add plus x and minus x getting cancelled, what is minus y is minus 2y. Here you are having minus 2. So y is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. It has to be substituted in the first equation. So in the place of y, I have written 1. Okay, so it is x minus 1 is equal to minus 2. Minus 1, when you take it to the right side, it is plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So we have found the values of x and y. Okay, so see that. Next one, we are moving to the properties of complex numbers. So the previous class we have seen the algebraic operations on the complex number. So now we are going to see the properties of complex number. So the complex number satisfy some properties under addition and multiplication. Now we are going to see the properties under addition. The first property is closure property. So closure property, for z1 and z2, the sum z1 plus z2 is also a complex number. That is the closure property. Next one, commutative. For z1 and z2, commutative property is z1 plus z2 can be written as z2 plus z1. Okay, so the next one, associative property. For the three complex numbers z1, z2 and z3, you can associate the complex number like this: z1 plus z2 plus z3, which is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3. So the next one is the additive identity. Okay, so for all the complex number is z, for every complex number is z plus 0 is equal to 0 plus z is equal to z. Okay, so the complex number 0 can be written as 0 plus I0. So the complex number 0 is known as additive identity. Okay, so if you take any complex number which is added with 0, you will get the same complex number. So 0 is called the additive identity. So the next one, additive inverse. For all z plus minus z is equal to minus z plus z is equal to 0. So because of that, this minus z, that is the negative of the complex number, is called the additive inverse. So here minus z is called the additive inverse of z. So you have closure property, commutative property, associative property, and additive identity, additive inverse for the complex number under the algebraic operation addition. So in the same way, we are going to see the same property under multiplication. So the first property is closure property. So for z1 and z2, if you consider two complex number, the product of those two complex numbers, z1, z2, is also a complex number. The next property, commutative property. For z1 and z2, z1, z2 is equal to z2, z1. So the next one, associative property. For any three complex numbers z1, z2 and z3, we can associate the complex number like this. Okay, so the next one, multiplicative identity. You see that just now, just before we have seen the additive identity. 0 is called the additive identity. Now we are going to see the multiplicative identity. For all z, z into 1 is equal to 1 into z is equal to z. So the complex number 1 can be written as 1 plus I0 is known as multiplicative identity. So the additive identity is 0, whereas the multiplicative identity is 1. The next one, the multiplicative inverse.
Right.
So the multiplicative inverse. So for all non-zero complex number z, here I mentioned non-zero complex number z into z inverse is equal to z inverse into z is equal to 1 means this z inverse is known as multiplicative inverse of z. See that previously we have seen minus z, that is the negative of z is called the additive inverse of the complex number z. Here z inverse is the multiplicative inverse of z. Okay, so see that if z is equal to x plus iy, then z inverse, how it will be written? Here just I have mentioned the inverse is z inverse. So z inverse, multiplicative inverse, how to find? Using this formula. What is the formula? X by x squared plus y squared plus I into minus y by x squared plus y squared. Okay. So when z is equal to 0, the complex number is 0 means your multiplicative inverse z inverse is not defined. Okay, ba? So see that next property, it's a distributive property. For any three complex numbers, z1 into z2 plus z3 can be written as z1 z2 plus z1 z3. In the same way, z1 plus z2 into z3 can be written as z1 z3 plus z2 z3. This is the distributive property. Okay, so we'll see that the problems in the exercise 2.3. The first one, z1 is 1 minus 3i and z2 is minus 4i and z3 is equal to 5. Show that this property. So you have to prove the problem. Okay, solution. So the left side you are having z1 plus z2 plus z3. First, what is in the bracket? Z1 plus z2. Just find out z1 plus z2. It's addition of two complex numbers z1 z2. So here the real part is 1. So I have written. So here minus 3i minus 4i is minus 7i. Okay, so z1 plus z2 has to be added with z3. So here z1 plus z2 is 1 minus 7i, z3 is plus 5. So the real part here 1 plus 5 is 6 and minus 7i. Okay, so this is the left hand side. Okay, come to the right hand side. So here z1 plus z2 plus z3. Okay, z1 is 1 minus 3i and plus z2 is what? Z2 is minus 4i. So I have written minus 4i. What is z3? Z3 is 5. So here 5. Okay. So how to add these two complex number? Real part 1. Here the real part is 5. So 1 plus 5 is 6. And go for the imaginary part. So plus I. What is the imaginary part here is minus 3. Here it is minus 4. So that is minus 7i. Okay. You look at the left hand side. Left hand side here you are having 6 minus 7i. On the right hand side also you are having 6 minus 7i. So from 1 and 2 we have proved this property. So the second one is, it's a z1 z2 into z3 is equal to z1 into z2 z3. So that is the associative property under multiplication. Okay, first I have found z1 z2. So we have to multiply these two complex numbers. So take this. 1 into minus 4i is minus 4i. Look at these two. We have to multiply these two terms. Look at this. Minus 3 into minus 4 is plus 12. I into I squared is minus 1. So 12 into minus 1 is minus 12. So it has to be multiplied with Z3. What is Z3? 5. So 5 into minus 4i is minus 20i. 5 into minus 12 is minus 60. The left hand side is over. Come to the right hand side. First, Z1 I have written. I am going to multiply these two. So minus 4i into 5 is equal to minus 20i. So when you multiply these two, you are getting 1 into minus 20i is minus 20i. So minus 3 into minus 20 is 60. I into I squared. I squared value is minus 1. So you are getting this. So from 1 and 2, it is concluded that Z1 Z2 into Z3, which is equal to Z1 into Z2 Z3. Okay, ma. So we'll move to the next third problem. Z1, Z2 and Z3 is given. You have to find the additive and multiplicative inverse of Z1, Z2 and Z3. You see that? Additive inverse. Which is the additive inverse? So minus Z is called the additive inverse of Z. Okay. So see that. What is additive inverse of Z? Is minus Z. Okay. Take the first complex number. So it is additive inverse is minus Z1. So how to write minus Z1? So that is nothing but minus 2 minus 5i. In the same way, additive inverse of Z2 is minus Z2. So it will become plus 3. Here it is plus 4i. Okay. So the additive inverse of Z3 is minus Z3. So when you multiply the minus, so minus 1 minus I. Okay, so I have found the additive inverse of the three complex number. The next one, we are moving to the multiplicative inverse of the three complex number. So we have seen if Z is equal to X plus IY means the multiplicative inverse of Z is Z inverse. How the formula is X by X squared plus Y squared plus I into minus Y by X squared plus Y squared. So that is the formula I have written here. Okay. So I'll take the first complex number Z1 2 plus 5i. Okay. Whose multiplicative inverse is denoted by Z1 the whole power minus 1. So use this formula. What here you are having X. So in this complex number, which is X, the real part. So it is 2. By what is it? X squared plus Y squared. X is 2 and your Y is the imaginary part. So it is 5. So 2 the whole squared is 4. 5 the whole squared is 25. And when you substitute here minus Y. So here minus what is Y? 5 divided by 4 plus 25. So 2 by 29 minus 5I by 29. So 29 is common. So 1 by 29 into 2 minus 5I. Take the next complex number minus 3 minus 4I. What is asked? Multiplicative inverse. So it is how it will be denoted? Z2 the whole inverse. Using this formula. What is your X? X is minus 3 by Y is minus 4. So X squared is 9 and your Y is minus 4. So Y squared is 16. So plus I into here what you have to write? Minus Y. So minus of minus 4, that is plus 4 divided by 9 plus 16. So you will get this answer. Coming to Z3 1 plus I. Using the same formula. So multiplicative inverse is denoted by Z3 the whole power minus 1. Okay. So using this formula, X is 1 and Y also 1. So it is 1 by 1 plus 1 plus I into minus 1 by 1 plus 1. So you are getting this multiplicative inverse. Okay. The additive inverse is minus Z. The multiplicative inverse is denoted by Z the whole inverse. The formula is X by X squared plus Y squared plus I into minus Y by X squared plus Y squared. Thank you, girls.